Right, in the matter of Dorinda Williams versus Timothy Williams, file number 1990-12245 DM, that matter has been adjourned to August 28th at 8 a.m. The matter of Rachel Schmitz versus Jared Gordon, file number 2007-31469 DS. That matter has been adjourned to September 18. No, Isaiah Rocha. Sir, ma'am, do one of you have a case today?
Yes, ma'am.
What did?
Tipton.
All right, let me find John. There you are. Want to come on up? Okay, on your way. All right. Who do I have on an iPhone with a burgundy shirt on? What's your name, please?
Benjamin Solis.
All right, Mr. Solis, I am going to change your screen name. I'm not popping the waiting room, all right?
Yes, thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Salo, who are you hearing?
This is a show cause for Drew, Raymond
Okay.
Drew. We haven't got done at the front of the court hearing yet.
Well, hold on. I haven't called it yet, so give me just a moment. All right, Ebony Robinson. Because they're in my waiting room, so I'll bring them in just a minute.
Okay.
I'll take this. Right, I don't see her in my waiting room. Do you got a receipt?
Yes, ma'am.
And what is that receipt for?
$160.
Okay, so this is in the matter of Ebony Robinson versus Dartega, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Tipton, file number 2018-45726. So, Mr. Tipton, it states here you're ordered to pay $128 a month. This is an adjournment, so we already, let's see, pending review, it's present. All right. You still operating the restaurant in Jackson?
I'm still working there.
Okay. All right. So we adjourned it to today. You said you paid 160 today.
Yep, I have a receipt right here.
All right. So you're supposed to pay 400, and I released you last time, right?
Yes, ma'am.
And then you're supposed to pay another 400 by today.
I wasn't aware of the 400. I was just aware of the 150.
Okay, I'm looking to see what I said.
Okay.
All right. Business. Okay. So, Mr. Tipton, you paid 160 today. You have an arrearage in excess of $6,100. So you understand you can be charged with a 4-year felony.
Yes, ma'am.
And when they arrest you on that, you would not be released from jail until you pay 20%. Do you understand that? Because that's the Attorney General's policy. So, Mr. Tipton, you paid 160 today. I'm going to need you to pay at least $200 a month.
I can try to get as close as I can with it because I pay other child supports too.
I know, but when you make babies,
Okay. I
they're
have a question.
expensive.
Yes, ma'am. I have a question for you. So it was brought to Miss Robinson's attention because I had my daughter for like the last 6 weeks. It was brought to her attention about a DNA test. So I wanted to know how do we go further because
Okay, so what I will tell you, Mr. Tipton, is you probably need to talk to an attorney.
okay,
Because you
I had
have
one
a certain
before.
period of time,
Okay.
like 2 years after this is established,
Okay.
to challenge that.
I wasn't aware that
It doesn't matter whether you're aware, ignorance of law is irrelevant.
I'm not
So
disputing
you
it.
probably need to talk to someone in front of the court or talk to an attorney
Okay.
because, you know, at this point, there may be nothing you can do,
I guess I have to get an attorney because
probably.
then the 6
So
weeks I had.
I can't do
It's
anything
not
about
mine.
that today because the time period is
Okay,
passed.
that's okay. I understand.
Okay, but I need
did
you to
make her
pay
aware of the
$200
test,
a
that she
month.
was- that the test
And I don't
was
care if you
negative.
gotta get 2 jobs or 3 jobs, you need to pay $200 a month. Do you understand?
Okay,
So I'm going to adjourn this out to August 28th, and you need to pay $200 with them.
okay. In the meantime, who can I contact, or just the lawyer and go further with this?
Yes,
Okay, because I did take a DNA test and she's not mine.
it doesn't matter, but you can talk to an attorney and there may be some motions, but understand, it doesn't mean that.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna set this out to August 28th.
Excuse me, Judge.
And, yeah,
What is his employer? Where is he working?
still at the same place,
What place is that?
the one in Seoul.
For the soul,
For the Soul. It's the one that's in your.
I
court
gave you,
notes.
I updated everything.
You
We
told me-
included
Hold
that.
on, Mr. Tipton.
Last court
So it
hearing, he
looks
said he
like-
was no longer with that woman and that was her business. So,
I know that he said he's working there.
okay, they need to start taking it out. Then they still have the income withholding.
Okay. But until they do, you still have to pay $200 a month.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so we'll be back on August 28th, and I can bring you back every month and make you drive all the way from Jackson to make that payment.
Oh, no.
Okay, so August 28th at 8 AM. And you're right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, thank you. Mr. Sala, Raymond Drew, and Sherry Drew. Let's see, Sherry, who's your client, Mr. Sala? You're muted.
It'd be Raymond Drew.
It has to be Raymond.
All right,
Adjourn
I,
that
my
out.
notes show, all right, in the matter of Raymond Drew versus Sherry Drew, file number 2018-45391 DM. I show that that was adjourned to July 31st at 8 AM, Mr. Sala.
Okay,
All right, so Mr. Drew, it sounds like you have some hearings going on at front of the court, so we'll see you back on July 31 at 8 o'clock, okay?
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Mr. Sala.
thank you, Your Honor.
Judge,
Yes,
we are going to start taking money at the window now, so you can order at the window. We're going to open up the window for just cash payments.
good.
All righty?
All right. Makes it easier on some people.
Yes, it
All
does.
right, in the matter of Raquel Tyndall versus Isaiah Coopshaw. File number 2007-32109 DP. This is date time scheduled for a show cause in this matter. Mr. Coopshaw was ordered to appear. He's
Actually,
failed
Your
to do
Honor.
s- Yes,
I just talked to Jake Vasquez. Mr. Coopshaw's down here making a payment right now. And he was wondering if we could adjourn this out to 8/28.
okay. All right, we will adjourn this to 8:28 at 8 AM. All right, thank you, Mr. Anderson.
Thank you.
In the matter of Catherine Crew versus Randy Scott Long, file number 2008-32776 DS. This is a date and time scheduled for a show cause. Mr. Long is ordered to pay $116 a month. He has an arrearage in excess of $15,487. I do not see a Randy in my waiting room. We were last here on June 28th. I told him he was supposed to pay $300 by June 30th in person. He failed to make the payment. I'm going to issue a bench warrant for his arrest. And I'm going to set bond in the amount of $5,000 cash. Mr. Para, his. why is he on twice? I don't have paperwork from Mr. Para twice. Let's see.
Did you say Para?
Yes,
Yeah, one of them is dismissed. The 2013 is dismissed. And we just have the 2008 going.
all right, let me bring him in. So this one is Whitney Losi. All right, Mr. Para, good morning. How are you?
Pretty good, Judge. How are you doing?
Good. All right, in the matter of Whitney Losi versus Aidan Para, file number 2008-33253 DP. So, Mr. Para, we are here on this file. You're ordered to pay $411 a month on this file. You have an arrearage in excess of $11,807. Looks like we received a payment of $120 on June 29th. We do have counsel on this. Last time we were here, I got run under it right now. So good. Good morning, Ms. Underwood.
Good morning, Your Honor.
So we are here with Aidan Para. We are here only on the 2008-33253 file. The other file, file number 13-39652BS, has been dismissed. All right.
Thank you.
Do you, I show that the last time we were here, to monitor payments, he made a payment of $120 on June 29th. He is making payments, but he's still not covering the full amount, so his arrears just keep going up. He filed in April for a support review, but failed to submit any of his information, so it was terminated. So, Ms. Underwood, do you need to speak with Mr. Para? I mean, I've been adjourning this and adjourning, but he's just not making those payments. So let me open up a breakout room. Mr. Para, I'm going to put you and Ms. Underwood into that breakout room, right?
Yep.
And let's see. Miss Jupe, you always you kind of throw me for a loop every time because your last name's different than the last name on the file. What file are you hearing?
Oh, Christopher Reyes.
That's it. All right, hold on. We'll be with you in just a moment.
No problem.
Okay, let me close that breakout room, Miss Underwood, and bring Mr. Para back.
Your Honor, I was never put in a breakout room.
Oh, well, why don't we try that again? Mr. Para, I forgot to put Miss Underwood in. So let's try it again. All right, there you go.
There we go.
All right, in the matter of Nicole Brummett versus Andrew Cole, file number 2008-33324UN. I'm looking in my waiting room. Do not have an Andrew Cole. Looks like this is arrearage only with a balance of $8,406. I'm going to issue a bench warrant for his arrest for failure to appear, set bond in the amount of $8,406 cash. Okay. All right, Mr. Wilson, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, let's get Ms. Field connected.
How you doing?
I'm good. How are you today?
I'm okay.
Miss,
Before we,
hold on, let me call the case, Mr. Wilson. Hold on one moment.
Okay.
Ms. Field, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, so this is in the matter of Tanya Field versus Izell Wilson, file number 2009-34540DS. So both parties are present. Let's see, so we were here before, and I ordered you to pay the remaining amount due for April and May, as well as June and July by July 17th. And we were here back on June, and you paid 280. And you should have paid, so it looks like you did not pay the full amount, so you were short about $731. So, Mr. Wilson, are you employed?
I literally just got employed, ma'am. I wanted to request a lawyer or attorney as well.
Okay,
So-
where are you working at?
What was that, ma'am?
You said you just got a job, so where are you working at?
I'm at a car wash and a tattoo shop.
Excellent, excellent. And are you being paid by paycheck with taxes taken out or under the table?
Well, there's the taxes and then there's the other. So it's both.
Well, one place
Well-
paying,
No. The tattoo shop is not under the table. I'm sorry. They're both legit jobs. So
okay, so Mr. Wilson, you would ask for court-appointed counsel now, so give us a minute and Ms. Underwood will talk to you. Let me skip back to Mr. Para. So back on the record in the matter of Whitney Losi versus Aidan Para. Ms. Underwood, how do you wish to proceed with Mr. Para today?
Your Honor, I know the court has been very patient. I would point out that the other file has been dismissed. Mr. Para will be able to pay the rest of that $411 he owes on Thursday, Your Honor. He's going to come in and do that. I also reiterated to Mr. Para the importance, the arrearage continues to go up,
Tattoo.
of actually following through with the review hearing, Your Honor, and seeing if his child's support can be adjusted downward based on his income, Your Honor.
All right, so Mr. Para, you need to come and request another income review through front of the court, and then well, it looks like he owes July's payment of 411 plus the balance owed in June, right?
That would be correct, Your Honor.
So what I'm going to do, Mr. Para, is I'm going to set your next hearing in person on August 28th at 8 a.m. here in person. And then you can make payments in cash at the front window in front of the court now. So we've started doing that again, which is great. So you need to be caught up for June and July and August on August 28th at 8 a.m. Do you understand that, Mr. Para?
correct.
Okay, so make those payments and we'll see you back on August 28th at 8 a.m. in person. All right?
Thank you.
All right, thank you, Mr. Para. All right, Ms. Underwood, this is Izell Wilson. I'm going to send you a screenshot of his paperwork. Ms. Adams is gone this week. So, let's see. So you gotta be patient with me this week, Ms. Underwood, because Ms. Adams is gone. So here we go, I'm sending that to you. And then I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Mr. Wilson, all right?
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
welcome. Did you get it, Ms. Underwood? It'll be on your phone.
Hang on.
Text, I sent you a text.
Got it, Your Honor.
All right, excellent. There you go. Go ahead and join that breakout room.
Thank you.
Thank you. All right, random. All right, Miss McLaughlin. Brianda McLaughlin. So Miss McLaughlin, we are not getting audio from you. So I don't know if you can hear us. I'm gonna send you a request to start video. Oh, you're trying to fix the issue. All right, thank you. Sometimes you have to call in and reconnect. All right, Mr. Lewis, you want to start your video? Good morning, Mr. Lewis. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. So this is in the matter of Catherine Rink versus Michael Gerard Lewis II, file number 2009-34541 Mr. Lewis, this is an adjournment from April 17th. Of a show cause. You were to pay $30 for the rest of the month of April and $180 by the first Friday going forward. So I show that we didn't get any payment in June and 106 or any payment in May and $116 in June. So Mr. Rink, you look like you're at work. Are you at work? Mr. Lewis?
Ma'am?
Yeah. Can you hear me?
I can hear you now, yes.
Okay, so Mr. Lewis, last time we were here, I ordered you to finish paying for April, pay 180 for June, and 180 in May. And I show you didn't make a payment in May, and you didn't pay the full amount in June. So are you working? What's going on?
I've been paying $58 a week. It didn't do it last week, so I doubled up. So it should be 116 on the books, and then the last couple of weeks I've been paying 58 a week.
Okay, so are you paying that through your employer?
No, I'm paying it online.
Are you saying you made your payments for May?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
And June.
Okay, do you have any other files for child support?
I think Oakland County.
Okay.
So that's why I've been trying to pay more.
All right, so you're thinking they might be pulling some of that money for Oakland County, or are you making payments for Oakland too?
They may have. That's why I'm trying to pay at least 58. Therefore, that's a little bit over for Lenawee County, and then there's some for Oakland too.
How much are you supposed to pay a month in Oakland?
That case is closed, so they're basically saying pay something, and so I believe this one is $150 a month in Lenawee. So I'll try to pay at least $200. That's what the 58 a week is for. And since it skipped out last week, I tried to double it up and pay 116.
Okay. Well, I had ordered you to pay 180 just to pay down the arrearage. Miss Jeff Anderson, this is your file. Are you able to look into the system to see what payments are being made?
Yes, I am. We did have In June, 116 was paid, and then so far in July, we've had $58 paid.
Okay, what about May? Do we know if
Uh,
anything's Oakland?
So $0 in May. It says the last payment for Oakland was back in February.
All right, so Mr. Lewis, okay. Mr. Lewis, you're still living up in Auburn Hills, right?
Correct.
Okay. All right, so Mr. Lewis, it shows we're not getting some payments like in May and we didn't get a full amount. So I'm gonna adjourn this out to August, but we need those full payments, all right?
Okay. I don't know how they're not getting there. It's all online.
Right, so what I would probably do is they email
Let
you
me
the
turn in my
receipt.
receipt. Yeah, I'll turn in my receipt.
Yeah. So do you know how to email Mr. Anderson?
No, I don't.
All right, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room. When you get your receipt, I want you to send that to Mr. Anderson,
Okay.
okay? So
Okay.
let me open up a breakout room and you can exchange emails. And maybe we can figure out what's going on with that. And then I'll see you back August 28th at 8 AM, all right?
Okay.
All right, so Mr. Wilson, hold on a second. Let me get rid of this room. All right, so Mr. Anderson and Mr. Lewis, go ahead and join that room. All right. Okay, so we are back with Mr. Wilson. Ms. Underwood and Mr. Wilson had asked for court-appointed counsel. And Ms. Underwood, you had a chance to speak with them?
Yes, Your Honor. We would ask the court to continue Mr. Wilson's not guilty plea. Mr. Wilson has gotten employment, Your Honor. I think I would like to put this over till the beginning of August, Your Honor. Mr. Wilson should have a payment made of $500 by no later than August 2nd, Your Honor. And by that time, should have a regular work schedule that hopefully the friend of the court can make these things much easier.
Okay, so we also need his employer information to do withholding.
Mr. Wilson,
Yes, ma'am.
who is your employer?
It's still addictions, ma'am. It's a tattoo parlor.
I'm
Could you
sorry.
say the name again? You kind of broke up. I'm sorry, I apologize for that.
It's still addictions tattoo parlor in Toledo, Ohio.
Still
phone number?
addictions?
Yes, ma'am.
So it's Steel Addictions.
Yes, yes.
STEEL Addictions. It's 419-472-1611. And it is, where's it at? It's highly rated. Good job. 4739 Monroe Street, Suite A, Toledo, Ohio, 43623. Does that sound right, Mr. Wilson?
Yes, ma'am.
Excellent. And then what's the other place you're working at?
It's the community car wash in Ann Arbor.
All right, and that's 1910 South Industrial Drive or Industrial Highway, Ann Arbor, 48104. And that is 734-769-2395. So good job, Mr. Wilson.
Thank you, ma'am.
What was the name of the
And-
car wash, Judge? I didn't get that. What's
Community Auto Wash.
okay?
All right, so Mr. Wilson, we'll set this out to August 28th at 8 AM. And understand that we'll contact them to do an income withholding and check your paychecks. And if they don't take money out, you got to make your payment online, all right?
No problem.
You can also pay here at the window in cash if you want as well. All right.
Okay, thank you so much, Judge.
All right. Thank you, Mr. Wilson. Thank you, Ms. Field. Everybody have a good day.
You too.
Okay, Miss McLaughlin, looks like you got your audio connected, so want to unmute your device.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so this is in the matter of Adam Nupp versus Rianda McLaughlin, file number 2010-35665 DM. So, ma'am, we are here on a show cause for failure to pay child support. States here you're ordered to pay $263 a month. As of today's date, you have an arrearage in excess of $4,470. Looks like the last payment we received was $2,104 back on May 16 of 22, which is probably a tax intercept. So, ma'am, are you currently employed?
No, ma'am. I am currently disabled. I applied for disability on May 25th. I lost all ability to move for a prolonged time, any longer than probably about 15, 20 minutes. We've ruled out ALS. We've ruled out my
Okay, so ma'am, we're live on YouTube, so I appreciate that, but I don't want you to put all your medical information out there. So you applied for disability. Did you provide that paperwork to the front of the court worker?
No, ma'am, because it just occurred. And as far as I know, I signed off for adoption paperwork in July of 2021.
Okay, just because a child's adopted doesn't necessarily mean that the arrearage goes away, or ma'am, for whatever reason, it's still charging. You have to communicate with front of the court. I do have Jeff Anderson here, who is your caseworker. So when he's done in the breakout room, I will let you speak to him. But you always have to communicate with your caseworker. If you apply for disability, that was 2 months ago, you provide them with a copy of your application and the information for your attorney. If you feel that you shouldn't, even if the child's adopted, you still owe the arrearage unless they waive that, which they don't have to. So if your parental rights were terminated, then there was adoption, you also have an obligation to provide that paperwork to front of the court, okay?
Excuse me, ma'am? That was in July of 2021 is when I signed paperwork. These arrearages would not have existed. I don't have a copy of it.
All right,
but I do have messages.
Ms. McLaughlin, stop talking for a minute because we're talking over each other. If you did that, that doesn't mean front of the court has the paperwork. So the obligation still remains on you to provide paperwork. Because.
Yes, ma'am.
All right. So front of the court uses a different database and it's federal. So they don't have access to our court files for probate court if your rights were terminated. Was it done in Lenawee County?
No, ma'am. It was supposed to be done in Colorado.
So how are we supposed to get that paperwork? That obligation is on you to provide it. So, ma'am, so Ms. Pelham, Jeff is still talking to Mr. Lewis. All right, so Ms. McLaughlin, hold on for just a moment. And as soon as he gets back, I'll let you talk to him, all right?
Yes, ma'am.
Aidan Para.
Ma'am, if I may.
Sure.
How is the best way to contact FOC? Because I have left numerous calls over
So
the years.
in a minute, I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with your caseworker and you can get his email that way.
All right, thank you.
All right, so in the matter of Jessica Lynn Schwartz versus Eric Carr, file number 2010-36038 DC, I do have Mr. Carr, let me check to see if I have her. I do not. Mr. Carr, your case has been adjourned to September 25 at 8 a.m., all right?
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry about the last time I called in on Mr. McFarland's breakout number. I just recently got this courtroom's number, and also I like to say that my address is not correct, so sometimes the mail gets delayed. So I apologize about missing the last time, but could we correct my address right now?
Hold on, Mr. Carr. Who is your caseworker? Let me see here. Who's Sue Pelham? Can I put you in a breakout room to get his updated address? I just don't want it.
Absolutely. Yep, absolutely.
All right, so Mr. Carr, August 28th at 8 a.m. is when we come back. Wait, no. Find you again. Yeah, or no, I'm sorry, September 25 at 8 a.m. is your next court date. So write that down, September 25 at 8 a.m. And then I'm gonna put you in a breakout room with Sue Pelham for you to provide your address to her, all right?
Yeah, it's just a little misspelled.
And then
No
you're all
problem.
set, you can go, okay?
Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you. All right, so Mr. Anderson. All right, Mr. Lewis, you're all set. So Mr. Anderson, I also have Leanda McLaughlin here on her file. A couple things, evidently she's applied for disability, and she also believes that the child was adopted in Colorado. I did explain to her that she's responsible for making sure to provide that information to the front of the court. And so I'm going to put you in a breakout room with her to get that information. So I'm going to put you both in a breakout room. Go ahead and join that breakout room and come back when you're done.
All right.
All right, Miss McLaughlin, you should have got, yeah, there she goes. Okay. Okay. Nicole, what's the last name again? No, I know that. What's his last name again?
Reyes, sorry.
Reyes. Right, hold on. See if he's here. Oh, there he is. Okay. Thanks, Ms. Migraine. All right, Mr. Reyes is not connected. All right, he is not connecting to Miss Jupe. I'm going to, Mr. Reyes? Can you hear me?
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
trying to turn the video
It's
on.
okay. In the matter of Nicole Jupe versus Christopher Reyes, file number 2015-41906 DM. I have here that matter is adjourned to August 28th at 8 a.m. So you can both zoom back in on August 28th at 8 a.m. So it looks like payments must be being made. So, all right, thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, what's your name?
Me? Okay. Juan Rocha.
All right. Okay, hold on. You can sit down. Mr. Clark, can you hear me?
Yes,
Good morning.
good morning.
This is in the matter of Vertez Clark versus Shauna May Clark, file number 2011-37227 Mr. Clark, this matter is being adjourned to September 25 at 8 a.m. So you must be making payments. So thank you very much, and we'll see you back September 25 at 8 a.m.
So I have to go to, I barely can hear you. You say I'm sorry, August the 25th?
No, September 25 at 8 a.m.
September 25 at 8 a.m. All right, this
Yes,
is,
sir.
from what I'm trying to understand, I didn't receive no mail, but, is this that she's fighting the, outcome of the adjustment?
So, Mr. Clark, I wouldn't have that information. Let me look here in my notes. So hold on, let me look. I wouldn't have paperwork on you because it was adjourned, so that may very well be, but my case is just adjourned to September 25 at 8, okay?
Okay, so I received, okay.
Okay, see you then. Good luck.
All right,
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Right, in the matter of Mackenzie Anderson versus Nicholas Wagatha, file number 2013-39610DS. That matter has been adjourned to August 28 at 8 a.m. All right, Mr. Jones, can you hear me? Mr. Jones, can you hear me?
Yes.
Good morning. All right,
Good morning.
this is in the matter of Melissa Davis. Miss Davis, can you hear me?
Yes.
Versus Kendall Jones, file number 2014-41195 DP. I show that this matter has been adjourned to August 28 at 8 a.m. So you are both all set, and we'll see you back on August 28 at 8 a.m. Same Zoom number, okay?
Okay, thank you.
All right, thank you both.
Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, in the matter of Terry Barnhart versus Jody Colruss, file number 2016-43454 DC. That matter has been adjourned to September 25 at 8 a.m. In the matter of David Shords versus Jessica Shords, file number 20-47465 DM. That matter has been adjourned to August 28 at 8 a.m. Mr. Hamden, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, in the matter of Michaela Emmons versus Michael Hamden, file number 20-47698 UM. Mr. Hamden, it's been dismissed, so you must have been making your payments. I appreciate that.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
Thank you. Good luck.
Thank you. Have a good one.
You too.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Miss McGrain, I do not see a Cooper on my docket.
Okay, I might have gotten the wrong date.
All right, Mr. Cook, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, this is in the matter of Jenny Cook versus Joel Cook, file number 20-47769 DM. So Mr. Cook, this matter has been adjourned, or no, been dismissed. So you must have been making your payments, and I do appreciate that.
Yes, ma'am.
So it's dismissed and you're all set.
All right. Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate your time.
All right, thank you.
Yep. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, I'm going to get Mr. Anderson out of that breakout. Okay, so who do we have left? All right, Mr. Anderson, I needed you back on another case, so I had to close the breakout room. So were you able to get the information you needed from Miss McLaughlin?
Yes.
All right, so how would you like to handle this? Would you like to set a date out just to monitor that you received the paperwork?
Yeah, that'd be great.
All right, so Miss McLaughlin, because you may need to get paperwork from another state, I'm going to adjourn this out to September 25 at 8 a.m. So that gives you 2 months to get that information to Mr. Anderson, okay?
Yes, ma'am. Thank you.
All right, thank you. We'll see you back then. Same Zoom number. Thank you.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
Thank you. And Miss McGrain, I can take the criminal file if you want to bring it in.
Will do.
Okay, so, Lance Lopez, no. All right, in the matter of Tabitha Pavan versus Lance Lopez, file number 2011-37099 UE. Thank you. Mr. Lopez has failed to appear. Looks like he's ordered to pay $405 a month in child support. He has an arrearage in excess of $8,779. We last received a payment of $140.57 on April 23rd of 2023. All right, and he had contacted us and agreed to make a payment. He failed to do so. He needs to provide proof of all his health issues, ability to work. And I am going to issue a bench warrant for his arrest for failure to appear. And order that he pay $750, roll bond and $750. Okay. If he makes that payment, you can go ahead and adjourn that. All right, all right, I have somebody with BINAB and I don't know who you are. What is your name?
6777 action.
Nope, I can't hear you. I can hear a light murmur, but.
Sabrina Rivera. With Juan Carlos Rocha.
Oh, for you, okay. All right, so Sabrina Rivera. All right, I'm going to change your screen name because I'm still finishing up my show causes. And then I'm gonna put you in the waiting room and it'll be about 10 minutes because I'm still doing my show causes, all right?
Okay.
Thank you. All right, let's bring Mr. Solis in.
Hello.
Hi, Mr. Solis. All right, this is in the matter of Gail Elizabeth Solis versus Benjamin Antonio Solis Senior, file number 2013-39184. DM. Mr. Solis, we're here on an order to show cause for failure to pay child support. Once again, you're ordered to pay $310 a month in child support. You have an arrearage in excess of $4,847.68. You have not made a payment in over a year. So, Mr. Solis, do you understand this is your second contempt? And if you are found guilty of failure to pay child support, you could be facing up to 90 days in jail. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Now, Mr. Solis, you do have the right to have an attorney represent you here today and in subsequent hearings. If you can't afford to hire one, we can appoint you one at public expense. Would you like an attorney appointed to represent you?
Do I need one, Your Honor?
Mr. Solis, you've been here a million times. If you want an attorney, I'll appoint one. If you don't want one, I won't give you one. Yeah, you're looking at 90 days in jail. You haven't paid child support in a year. So, you know, it's up to you.
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, so Mr. Solis, let me see if I have Miss Underwood. Okay. All right, so Miss Underwood has went to another court. Miss McGrain. All right, hold on. Let me go get my docket for tomorrow. Hold on a minute. All right, Mr. Solis, I am just waiting for Rhonda Underwood to come back before the county council. And she is next door, so I'm gonna put you in the waiting room. And when she gets here, I'll bring you back in, all right? All right, Mr. Cleveland, can you hear me?
Yes, I can, Your Honor.
All right, so this is in the matter of Tiffany Rose Armentrout versus Brian Scott Cleveland. This is a date and time scheduled for an adjournment. Let's see. All right, so last time we were here, you were ordered to you were told to schedule 1 day per week supervised sessions with Linda Edwards, and we adjourned it today. So you've been able to do that?
Yes, Your Honor, I have.
All right, and have you been exercising those visits?
First one went okay. The second one, I was involved with an accident.
Say that again, Mr. Cleveland.
First one I went to. The second one, I was in an accident, so I wasn't able to make the second one.
Okay, so you've been able to reschedule more?
No, Your Honor.
Have you been calling Linda Edwards to set them up?
No, Your Honor. I was waiting for this court date to see what was going to go on. A few different things have changed with me. My work schedule is going from
Sunday to Monday off, and I'm not sure if the company's moving yet to Naples, Florida. So I'm not sure exactly.
Okay, so you may be moving to Florida.
I may be, yes.
Okay, so what I'm gonna do is, because other than you had the accident and you have it scheduled, it looks like there's been compliance with those supervised visitations with Linda Edwards. So I'm just gonna, tell you to keep scheduling that and setting it up, and if you have to change it to Monday evening, you do that, whatever it is to accommodate your schedule. And then I'll set this out to September 25, just to see what's going on with your work stuff, okay? And I'm glad you weren't seriously injured in that accident. So we'll see you back September 25 at 8 a.m., all right?
Is there any means to an end with this to where I can actually have seen my children? I was cooperating and was told that, to trust the system, and the kids usually favor the mother or the parent that they're currently with. And once my daughter turned 17, she no longer is showing up. My son, during our last visit, I believe being brainwashed by the mother, because he's definitely has a different attitude towards us all. And I'm just feel like I'm not getting enough time, and I'm losing my children.
So Mr. Cleveland, what I would say is that, I know that you love your children. I know that you do, or you wouldn't be here. I've had opportunities when we've been in sessions to review, the notes from L&L about parenting time, and we've had hearings on it. And, there may be some gaslighting or some, brainwashing, as you said, on that side. But, what I've also seen is kind of inappropriate comments from you too. So it's a tough situation. Unfortunately, if you move to Florida, that'll put more distance between you guys. I would just ask at this time, I think it's appropriate to continue the supervised parenting time, and I just ask that you set that up and you keep doing that, okay? Because, eventually kids turn 18, and I see a lot of kids after they turn 18 develop better relationships with an estranged parent. So it doesn't end when they turn 18. There's actually hope for a better relationship when they turn 18. All right?
That's what I've been told too. That's the hope at least.
Yep. All right. So, all right. Thank you. And we'll see you back September 25 at 8 a.m. All right?
September 25, 8 a.m. Yes, Your Honor.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye-bye. Yeah, Mr. Sala, but I don't have Miss Underwood. Let's see if All right, Mr. Sala, Mr. Falahy, it'll be a few minutes before I get to your case, so hold on.
Thank you, Judge.
Yep.
Judge,
Yes.
on Lance Lopez, we issued a warrant. Can we rescind that and adjourn that to 8/28, please?
All right, and matter of Tabitha Paban versus Lance Lopez, file number 2011-37099 UE. I'll strike the bench warrant and adjourn it to when?
8/28. Thank you.
Okay.
Okay.
So. Down, barrel. Barrel. All right, in the matter of Miguel Rivera versus Maricel Rivera, file number 2018-45262 DM. This is a date and time scheduled for a show cause. I do not see Maricel in my waiting room. Maricel Rivera was ordered to appear today. She is ordered to pay $295 a month in child support. As of today's date, she has an arrearage in excess of $6,819. Last payment was made in April of 2022. She's failed to appear. I'm going to issue a bench warrant for arrest, and I'm going to set bond in the amount of $4,000 cash. In the matter of Nicole Davenport versus Christian Davenport, file number 2019-46565 DM. Christian Davenport was ordered to appear. He's failed to do so. He was here last on June 26th. We adjourned today to have the full payment made and half the July payment. He did not make those payments. I'm going to issue a bench warrant for his arrest for failure to appear. The set bond in the amount of $4,318 cash. Okay, close, almost done. All right, Mr. Moog, sorry, it's, I had a bunch of show causes this morning. So this is in the matter of Jessica Ann Reeder versus Scott Eugene Moog, file number 2021-48105 DM. Mr. Moog, you were ordered to pay $319 a month in child support. You have an arrearage in excess of $5,405. You did make a payment of $829 back on March 24th of 2023. I've not had an April, May, June, or July. So Mr. Moog, are you working right now?
Yes. I had a lot of doctor's appointments.
What?
I had a lot of doctor's appointments last month. So I was only working 16 hours a week.
Okay, where are you working at?
At 2020.
What's 2020?
It's a factory.
Where is it located at?
Holiday City in Ohio.
And you get a paycheck, right?
Yeah.
All right, are they taking the child support out?
I don't think they are.
All right, it's 2020 custom molded plastics, right?
Yes.
All right, and do we have that information, Mr. Anderson? I know he gave it to us last time.
Yeah, we do have that information. I'll have to check and see why it's not pulling anything.
Okay, so Mr. Moog, you're supposed to pay $319 a month, which is $80 a week, right? And then you need to pay on your arrearage. So you need to be paying about oh my gosh, $70 a month. You need to pay $370 a month, okay?
Okay.
And if you divide 370 by 4, it comes to about $92 a week. So if you get a paycheck and they didn't take your child support out, you need to go online and pay that $92, all right?
Okay.
So I'm going to adjourn this out to September 25 just to monitor payments, but you need to be making that $319 a month plus another $50 for your arrearage, okay?
Okay.
All right. See you back September 25 at 8 a.m., Mr. Moog. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Come on. All right, Baldwin and all right, Mr. Tubert, good morning. This is in the matter of Catherine Baldwin versus Brantley Tubert, file number 2021-48796 in DC. Let's see, Mr. Tubert, you're ordered to pay $299 a month in child support. As of today's date, you have an arrearage in the amount of $5,469. Let's see, last time you were here, I adjourned it to today so that you could provide a doctor's statement that you're unable to work. So Ms. Pelham's saying she has not received that from you. Did you send that to Ms. Pelham?
I handed it in personally to the front of the.
So I'm not able to hear you. You're gonna need to either get closer to the microphone or speak up.
Can you hear me now?
You're pretty muted, but yes.
I'm sorry. I handed the documents in personally at the courthouse in Adrian to the clerk at the front of the court on the bottom floor.
All right, so you said you brought them here in person?
Yes, Your Honor.
And what day was that?
That would have been last Friday.
Okay, last Friday. So kind of, all right. So it's probably why she doesn't have them yet. So hold on. Right, while she's looking for that.
Could you please check my mailbox? And
You're not muted, Sue. All right, let's get Mr. Rowe connected. All right, Ms. Wilson, I'm trying to get Mr. Rowe to connect. He's not connected to audio, so I'm gonna send him a chat. And
Okay.
Juan Rocha. Rocha. Pronounce your last name again?
Rocha.
Rocha. All right. We'll take care of you while waiting for everybody else to connect. All right. Ms. Rivera and all right, Ms. Rivera. All right, we are on the record in the matter of Sabrina Rivera versus Juan Rocha, file number 22-49709 UN. Mr. Rocha was ordered to appear in person today. So, Mr. Rocha, you are ordered to pay $132 a month in child support, and you have an arrearage of $1,858.98. Do you have a receipt?
No, this is,
So I show the last payment you made was $3 on June 14th of 23. This case is registered in Michigan and Ohio, and driver's license or state ID. Do we have that?
yeah, I got it Friday.
Yeah.
Coming in the mail.
Good job. All right, so you paid 110 in May. And let's see, so you got your driver's license. Where are you working?
No, I got 2 interviews today.
Where are you going to interviews at?
It's for Manpower.
Uh-huh.
And the other one's for Fasco Employment here in Adrian.
Okay,
So it's for this afternoon.
okay. And what's that place, Sue Pelham in Chelsea that actually has the bus that picks up here in Adrian?
Martin
Martin
Ria.
Ria? Yeah, Martin Ria hires all the time. Okay, All right, so I'm gonna adjourn this 1 month, but then you gotta have a job when you come back. And when you get a job, you need to contact, who's your caseworker? Who says caseworker? It doesn't say on the sheet.
It's Amy.
All right, so when you get a job, stop by here, provide the employment at the front window and make sure. Now they'll send an income withholding to take your child support out. When you get a paycheck, check your paycheck. Then take child support out yet. Make payment right down the window in cash, or you can do it online.
Yeah.
So when you come back, you gotta have a job for me. Got it? Yeah. All right, so August 28th at 8 AM, all right?
Sorry, I was just saying. like,
Want to post
28.
it?
No, that's fine, that's fine.
Okay.
I remember.
August 28th at 8 AM, we'll see you back here and you gotta have a job.
Okay.
All right, thank you. All right, Ms. Rivera, there you go, we're set, thank you. Tony, Davenport.
Hello?
Hi, Mr. Davenport, hold on 1 second, and I will pull your file up. Hold on. All right, in the matter of Nicole Davenport versus Christian Davenport, file number 2019-46565. DM, Mr. Davenport, let's see, you were supposed to appear in person today, and you were to pay the full June payment and half the July payment. I know that you called and you were pretty upset and your car broke down and you weren't able to get here.
I've been on this thing since 8 o'clock this morning, and I've been on the phone trying to get a ride.
I know, it's okay. All right, so Mr. Davenport, are you employed?
I'm like self-employed, like I told you before, Your Honor. I get this Friday, I'll have $600 in there.
This Friday?
Yeah, so that'll be the 200 from last month and then July's payment.
All right, will you be able to pay cash?
Yeah, I was gonna do it online.
Well, here's what I'm gonna tell you. If you do it online on Friday, I won't know about it next Monday because it takes time, it takes a period of time to post.
All right. How long does it usually take?
Ms. Pelham?
He can bring it into the main office and pay it. I'll write an orange sheet up.
And I'll just plan on me doing that then.
Okay, bring your
Yeah,
check
if
to the
you
front window.
pay in cash, Mr. Davenport, if you pay in cash,
Yeah,
you
gotta
can
be
pay at
cash.
the front, at the window at the basement in front of the court. If
All
you
right.
do that, Ms. Pelham will probably adjourn it out and you won't have to zoom in on Monday, all right?
All right,
But
I wanted to talk
otherwise-
to her anyways.
Okay, but otherwise, I am setting this over to today's on the 17th. I'm gonna set this over to 8:24 at 8 AM.
All right, and I'm sorry about
It's
this
okay,
morning.
I'm gonna clock, and I'm going to strike the bench warrant, so there won't be a bench warrant. So I'll send
Thank
it
you very
over to
much, Diane.
August 24th at 8 AM, all right?
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you, Mr. Davenport.
Have a good one. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. All right, so I think. Tony Rowe was connected and then he disconnected. So, so he was connected and now he's disconnected. So I can't really issue a bench warrant for him, Ms. Pelham.
Okay.
So what I'm gonna do is set this out to August 28th at 8, okay?
Okay.
All right, and so I think that concludes our front of the court show cause, no, I didn't do Tubert, did I?
We got two more. Yeah, Tubert coming back, and then you've got Ben Solis. And then Judge, the one on Davenport, you turned out to
Oh,
the
wait.
24th. Do you want to do the 28th? That's a Monday.
I thought I said it. I'm
We
sorry.
doing 28th? Okay. Okay, sounds good.
All right, Mr. Tubert,
I did
Mr. Anderson.
I did receive some, but it does not say that he cannot work. It just says that he came into the clinic on June 29th. Said he had chronic pain in multiple joints and was referred out. So it doesn't say anything about him not being able to work.
So, Mr. Tubert, what we actually need, unless it says you are unable to work, that isn't enough for us to proceed on. Do you understand that, Mr. Tubert?
I understand. The note says that he observed me.
Mr. Tubert, you're gonna have to get closer to your microphone because we can barely hear you.
The note did read that I should be observed working less. He also noted that I tested positive for an AMA, which is an autoimmune disease, and that I'm referred out to a specialist in August.
But if it doesn't say you are physically unable to work, that's what you need. If you're going to if you're going to apply for disability and go that route, we have to have documentation that says Mr. Tubert is unable to work at this time.
Okay, I had anticipated not signing up for disability unless I saw the specialist and he thought so, because my primary care can't really properly treat the disease.
So, Mr. Tubert, you have child support, okay? It has to be paid. So if you're unable to work, you better apply for disability so that your kids can get money to survive on. If you have chronic pain, well, you get old enough, you're going to work every day with chronic pain. Autoimmune diseases, I have employees that have autoimmune diseases. Just because those things exist doesn't mean you can't work. So unless your doctor says you're physically unable to work, under federal law, I have to continue to charge you with child support. Do you understand?
Okay, I understand.
And you're ordered to pay $299 a month. You could probably do something from home doing call services and make $299 a month. So you need to find something that accommodates your health issues. All right.
Yes, Your Honor.
So I'm going to give you a month to either start making payments or provide that information and apply for disability. So we'll see you back on August 28th at 8 a.m. All right.
Okay. One more thing.
Sure.
While I was also there, I was allowed to apply for a reevaluation for the amount.
Okay, so you need to go through front of the court and the clerk's office and file that. I don't do that. Okay.
It's already been filed. I just wanted to let you know.
Okay, great. All right. Thank you.
Yep. Have a good rest of your day.
You too. All right. So I got Tony Rowe back. Why do I have Tony Rowe back? Let me see. What did I do with Tony Rowe? Oh, Tony Rowe's here. Mr. Rowe, can you hear me?
Yes, ma'am. I'm sorry. I've been having malfunctions.
No, it's okay. Hold on, Mr. Rowe. Hold on. Stop talking for just a minute. All right. Okay. So, Miss Underwood, I'm going to send you the paperwork on Mr. Solis. And let me know when you got it. It's a text, Miss Underwood, so let me know when you get it.
I got it, Your Honor.
All right, I'm going to assign Mr. Solis and Mr. Solis and Miss Underwood to a breakout room. There you go. All right, so in the matter of, let me find Mr. Rowe. Hold on, Mr. Roy, I gotta find the paperwork. All right, in the matter of Berlin Nicole Wilson versus Tony Michael Rowe, file number 22-49241, DP. Mr. Rowe, you are ordered to pay $495 a month in child support. You have an arrearage in the amount of $7,450. Miss Underwood is here, so just I lost him again. All right, he faded out again, so I think that we'll just continue that adjournment. Miss Palomari. Okay. All right, and I need the jail. Miss McGrain.
Yes, Judge.
Is there any way you could call the jail for Gary Bowerman?
Of course.
All right, Mr. Sala. Thank you. All right, second versus Gray.
Judge,
Yes.
did you see my notes on Solis?
The ones I redacted.
About what? No, I won't.
Hold on, I'm gonna send you a chat. Hold on.
Thanks.
There you go. Don't worry, I took care of that.
Thank you.
All right, so Mr. Falahy, Mr. Sala, share. Does anybody have Mr. Gray with them?
I do. He's with me.
Oh, usually I see him like right behind your shoulder, so.
I know.
He's over across the desk. All right. Okay, so. Let's see. All right, so this is in the matter of Taylor Sackett versus Nathaniel Gray, file number 2015-42169 DC. I have Michael K. Falahy, P68610, appearing on behalf of Taylor Sackett. And I have Stanley Sala, P40145, appearing on behalf of the defendant. Miss Sackett has zoomed in separately from her counsel. And Mr. Sala, you do have Nathaniel Gray in your office. So we have two things today. We have a motion to withdraw from representation. Mr. Sala?
I'm going to withdraw that petition at this point, Your Honor.
All right, so withdrawn. Any objection to that, Mr. Falahy?
No, Judge.
Okay, all right, so then we move on to defendant's objection to the referee's recommendation and order. Mr. Sala?
May it please the court, Your Honor, we're going to need probably a de novo hearing. I have potentially 2 to 3 witnesses and exhibits for that. So I'd like to set it for a hearing date, evidentiary hearing date.
Okay. All right. All right, Mr. Falahy?
Judge, as much as I'd love to object and say they're not entitled to a de novo hearing, I think they are. So I'm obviously, I'll leave it in your discretion. Do we get the hearing date today, or do we wait to receive that from the court?
Yep, we'll get it today. Miss, let's see, how many witnesses, Mr. Sala?
3, Your Honor.
And Mr. Falahy?
Judge, I'd like to reserve on that. I'm not exactly sure who I'm going to call yet. Obviously, coming into today, I thought the motion to withdraw may have moved forward. So I wouldn't anticipate any more than maybe 2 witnesses.
That's what I need to know. All right, Miss McGrain, are you looking for a 2-hour hearing? You can bring me the book.
We do have a hearing scheduled in August. It's an evidentiary hearing. We may.
What time?
It's 1:30.
August.
And it's the afternoon, August 29th. So I think that's for your entire afternoon.
It is currently only set for 2 hours, but we do have the entire afternoon available.
So we could just
All
move
right.
to that date.
Would that work for you, Mr. Falahy?
Yes, Judge, that'd be fine.
Okay, so we'll just set it over to that date for August 29th at 1:30. Would mediation benefit anybody here or no on the other issues?
I would be willing to do that, Your Honor.
All right, so Mr. Falahy and Mr. Sala, perhaps look into seeing if mediation is something you do. All right, so we'll see you back on August 29th. Thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Judge.
Thank you both. All right, Sherry's iPhone, what's your full name?
Sherry Nicole Drew.
Really, thank you. All right, that was adjourned by friend of the court to July 31st. On file number 2018-45391 DM.
Okay. What, Your Honor?
8 AM.
All right, thank you.
All right, thank you. Must be making payments, so, all right, thanks.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye. Okay, so in the matter of Megan Lake versus Craig Ross Lake, file number 23-50469 PP. This was all right, so originally a motion to terminate the PPO was filed by here. Looks like there was a motion to, which isn't even in my file. I have PPO that was entered on March 23rd, 2023. Evidently, somebody filed a motion to terminate the PPO, but it's not actually in the file. And it was set for hearing back on June 13th. The parties failed to appear. I don't have a notice for hearing for today either. So I'm going to deny. All right. Ms. Underwood, may bring Mr. Solis back. So I'll deny that motion. All right, so we are back on the record in the matter of Gail Solis versus Benjamin Solis, file number 2013-39184. Ms. Underwood, have you had an opportunity to speak with Mr. Solis?
I have, Your Honor.
All right, and how does Mr. Solis wish to plead today?
Your Honor, Mr. Solis would ask the court to enter a not guilty plea on his behalf. Mr. Solis, Your Honor, has been self-employed, but realizes at this point that that is proving insufficient to provide for his expenses regarding these children, Your Honor. He hopes by next week to have a regular hourly subcontracting job, Your Honor, that he is in the process of getting. In addition, Mr. Solis is aiding the mother of this child in providing for his graduation party, Your Honor. However, Mr. Solis can, by the July 28th, have a payment of $1,000 that he can make at that point. And then he will be prepared until the arrearage is done to pay $1,000 a month. And at that time, it could go back to the 310 that he currently is being assessed, Your Honor.
Well, it's 495 is his child
Oh,
support.
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, wait, wrong person. Hold on. You're right, 310. All right, so he's gonna pay $1,000 by this Friday or next Friday?
July 28th, Your Honor.
July 28th, he's going to pay $1,000. And, okay, so I'm gonna set this, oh, can he pay that in cash at the front window at front of the court?
Yes.
All right, so I'm going to set this over to July 31st at 8 a.m. And he'll be required to make $1,000 payment on that 28th, and then we'll see you on July 31st. Mr. Solis, you know, this has been going on a long, long time. So if you don't make these payments, I'm going to refer you for a felony with the state of Michigan. Do you understand that?
Your Honor, I do. I thank you.
That
for-
yes is the good answer. Yes, you understand.
Yes, I do, Your Honor.
All right,
Thank
I'm going to
you.
enter a plea of not guilty on your behalf. And then we will see you back July 31 at 8 a.m. And you're to have made a payment. If you do not make the payment, I expect you to be here in person. Do you understand that?
Yes, Your Honor. I won't let you down.
All right, Ms. Underwood, anything
Mr.
else?
Solis, I would
Yeah.
recommend that payment gets made as soon as possible, so it makes it to all the appropriate screens and notations.
Understood.
Thank you.
All right, thank you.
Thank
That
you.
concludes our front of the court docket, although I have somebody in my waiting room, so Sue, let me figure out who it is. Might be Donnie Dumar, 10 o'clock, so. All right, I think that concludes our friend of the court show cause docket.